Da ta ta. All right. I'm just kind of go through these videos because oh wait, I should probably just make this bigger because they kind of sum it up best. I couldn't really find anybody
How's
else.
it going,
So
boys? Welcome back to Mogul Mail. Now, look, today's video is something I was hoping I wouldn't have to make. I was hoping to avoid the drama
this is
entirely, but I kind
very
of got
short
dragged
one.
into it, and I feel like I have decent insight, so I thought I'd make this video just a quick one to talk about it. I'm not trying to be the next Keemstar, but this channel was
My cat fucking like damn near
founded on
tipped the
being,
whole fucking litter
a channel
box over
talking about
because she wanted to itch her ass.
Keemstar, but this channel was founded on being a channel talking about big platform changes and then occasional drama. And then letters written in by fans, which has... Anyway, we're going to jump into this story, which is about XQC, biggest streamer in the world, who had a very public breakup with his girlfriend. Very personal things were talked about that we're going to dive into today.
I already know
Here's the first clip,
some of the stuff
which
because obviously I
comes,
watched it on my
from
own
some YouTube
time.
channel about XQC where he talked about me. So here it is. Oh, no, face.
Yeah, like I said, this is what I don't like about this is that there's no reason to double down on the Ludwig shape. Okay, I have a lot of respect for Ludwig, and I'm sorry that I didn't show up. Okay, and I felt bad for Ludwig, and I'm making up to him, and I'm gonna reestablish my relationship with Ludwig. Ludwig clutched up. Ludwig is fantastic, and I fucked up, man.
I'm not talking about this drama. You thought I was actually gonna make a video? Come on, me? It's a weekend, man. I'm chilling. I'm chilling this weekend. Hey, have a good weekend, guys. Subscribe.
All right, that was that video. Basically summed everything up, I think.
I got scammed. Again.
Is
How's it going,
it?
boys? Welcome back to Mogul
Oh,
Mail. Today,
yeah.
we are in
I
a
know
new
what this
setup
is.
talking about what I think is the largest ever scam in Twitch or live streaming history. And it was done by a streamer a lot of you guys might know. It's Sliker. If you don't know, he started in early Austin shows back when it had a more Eastern name and went on to be a pretty big streamer, like a top 0.1 or 0.01% streamer. Hundreds of viewers, if not thousands of viewers sometimes. But why scam? How scam? Well, let's jump into that. But first, we got to talk about gambling because that's, of course, where this is all going to lead. He started scamming.
Best category on Twitch, baby.
And lost a lot of money. I've told this story before. It's happened. Gambling drives people to do crazy things like pull out way too much money or scam somebody out of $100,000. Grayson. Anyway, that's what hit him. And before we move on any further, I have to let you guys know that gambling addiction is a serious problem. All right, gambling suicidal ideation ranges from 12 to 92%, and another study estimates that up to 24% of gambling addicts have attempted suicide. So super serious. It feels like your back can be against the wall. You've lost all your money. You've fractured all your relationships. Nobody else wants to have you in this world. Not the case. Not the case. Even people who are addicted to gambling are totally valuable, valid humans who deserve to live. So, you know, a lot of helplines here at NCPG. You guys can go there. Just thought I'd shout this out at the start before we dive into what happened. Because, you know, there are some people talking about how Sliker now is suicidal. And even if he scammed a lot of people out of a lot of money, he does not deserve to lose his life. Let's get to the rest of it. How did it all start? Well, this clip came out from a viewer. Let's just watch it.
Yo, Typhoon, what's up, baby? I hope you don't hate me on this. It's so cringe, and I'm cringe for asking my brother. Please do not hate me. Please, keep it personal as well. Basically, my bank account got locked. This has happened for like 3-4 days. I've been asking around.
I'm joking.
Today, well, tomorrow is the last day until my credit starts getting fucked up. It got locked out, and I was looking for people that actually work and that I could ask if I could borrow from, and I'll pay back.
Now, that's all we really need to watch. There's 3 major alerts, red flags there. 1, urgency. I have to be paid right away. 2 is drawing sympathy. Crazy problem, unsolvable, bank account, taxes, fraud, IRS, all that. And then final one, don't tell anyone. All right? And that is what the scam is predicated on, is getting a random person preying on their empathy, their humanity, and trying to get them to give you some amount of money based off those 3 factors. And if you are able to succeed in all 3, not only can you scam that person, but you could scam somebody else, like this streamer Lakari, who got scammed for $1,000, shared a few screenshots with similar ideas. And if Lakari doesn't tell anybody, then maybe you could scam Mendo, who sent Sliker some money because he had some problems, another $1,000. And if Mendo doesn't talk about it, then I don't know, maybe you can scam Harris. Or maybe Furious for 2,000. Maybe this person for another 1,000. This person for another 1,000. Oh, maybe you could scam this woman who apparently is in treatment for chemo for another 1,000. This person right here, you could scam them for another 1,000. 1,000 here, 700 there.
Jesus fucking Christ! I didn't know it was this bad.
My roommate got scammed for about $1,000, and then it was asked for 7,000 more. To which Slime said, "No, don't pay me back, and don't ever ask me money again." Slime got scammed. You know who else got scammed? Hey, who's got 2 thumbs and is really susceptible to getting scammed by people? Me, this guy. I also got scammed. Sliker asked me for money about 10 months ago. He just said he was in a super urgent need. He sent me a bunch of screenshots of like a bank account that he owed money to, like a credit card. And it's like $15K. And he's like, I need money right now. And I was like, all right. And I was kind of weird about it. So I just sent him all the money that I had in like a cryptocurrency. It was like a little less than $1,000. Like I think like something I had on Cash App. Like, there you go. This is yours. Have it. And I sent it like I do when most people ask for money, never expecting it to come back, because I will never, ever, 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 ever ask for somebody to give me money back, which is a problem in this situation because it also allowed for him to get away with it longer. Because this is how the scam works, right? The whole point is that he is addicted to gambling, and he thinks that if he gets some amount of money, he's going to flip it up because he has a high ego, high confidence in some casino game, not only win money, but win enough to pay back what he owed and then have enough for the future. The problem is, if that fails, okay, well, now fuck, I owe Slime $1,000. Okay, let me ask Ludwig for 1,000. Now I'll go double it. I'll pay them both back. I'll be even. Oh, well, fuck, that didn't work either. And you build up a huge list of people that you owe money to. And it's only the people who go ask you for money that will drive you to go to find another person to scam so that you can go pay this person. And it's a whole gross, ugly web of lies that comes from it. And the main reason I kind of wanted to talk about this is because I feel super guilty, because I was part of the problem here. Because some of the people that Sliker was reaching out to were people that he found on a Discord server that I run for random events. Because I invited Sliker to do a Fortnite tournament a couple months ago. He had found people on that Fortnite server, like The Veil, and just randomly reached out with a video that wasn't even catered. It was like a catch-all video, very similar to the first one. Let's listen to the 3 points.
Yo, bro, I'm sorry to bother you, bro. But,
Bro, keep it anonymous.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry for messaging you on Discord, but, yeah, bro, like, I have a problem with myself, and it's basically my bank got locked. It's
locked?
part of this tax issue that, quote unquote, has not been paid, but, you know, fucking pissing shitty UK bank, whatever. I'm gonna sort it out.
Garner
Trying
sympathy?
to sort it out with my accountant soon. If I ask to borrow money off you, is that possible? Now you're gonna be like, wait, why is he asking me?
Urgency?
I've asked a few streamers out there, bro. They do not want to help. They don't want to help, or they ignore me.
Not
That's
true.
The thing. And one removed me, but there's no hate, you know. Some people thought I was hacked. But yeah, like I said, if you can, I'll even pay you in the middle of the month, and I'll even give you extra if you can.
And that's it. And he sent that video around. And eventually the web of lies gets big enough. It goes to enough people that everyone starts connecting the dots. Wait, he told you the same thing? He told me that too. And everyone kind of came out. And now if you go to Twitter, Sliker is trending, and you can see how many people he scammed. I didn't even show it all, but it is a lot of people. A lot of people. All right? Because he went from friends, managers, probably family, to streamers, to then streamers he didn't even know, to then viewers. And that's how it finally came out, is the viewers were like, wait, he asked you for money too. He asked me for money. And that's when I think it also crosses the line of what should even be allowed from a streamer. Like, I think if you are defrauding your viewers, lying to them and trying to extract money from them as the streamer, probably shouldn't even be on the platform. He's currently not banned by Twitch. I imagine this will change. And if there was any concerns or beliefs that this might not be gambling, Sliker himself admitted it was.
Ever since CSGO, not to blame, but ever since CSGO Lounge came out,
it was the first time I went on that site, and it was a fun place to be on. You know, gamble skins and stuff, and wow. Eventually, I found out you could gamble with money.
Scary thing to find out, especially when you can find out you can do it online and it's little clicks of buttons and the money melts instantly. This is the craziest part of it all, though. Luke, who's a huge YouTuber, you might have seen his videos. He does a lot of like the Omegle stuff that tends to go viral. This guy right here,
Or just any high.
that is loud.
My
as hell.
fucking
got
ears.
scammed by Sliker
Yo, is this XQC?
for a lot.
I lost 27,000 from giving a lend to Sliker.
That's fucking ridiculous.
I thought I could trust him, and I guess I just couldn't, bro. And I'm honestly like
I mean, honestly, like Sliker has like. I spelled his fucking name wrong. Guy's 400K followers. You'd think he'd be able to pay you back.
really fucking sad about.
It's a lot of money, and it's not even the most. Check this out.
He gave me like
This is about Trainwrecks TV.
$150,000. No, sorry, not 150, $100,000. And I know people are gonna be like, the people I owe, you're gonna be like, what? I have borrowed in a month. I had to pay 50,000. In a month, I would have to pay someone 50,000, and
Trainwrecks gave him 100. He even confirmed it on his stream.
You don't have no. I was like, listen, like, get your shit together. I'm pissed. We're done though. I mean, that was the trade-off. It was like, we're done.
Same as Slime, except 100x more. I'll give you the money, but we are done. Don't ever ask for more. And that leads us to where we are now. The only silver lining I will say of this story is that X has offered to pay back everyone who got scammed, which is a very nice move from him. You know, he's
I'm in between them. Let's go.
That is not at all expected.
You know what? I'll throw an offer out there. Okay, I'll throw a curveball. Okay, and I will stick to my word. If Train wants to, if he wants to join forces with me on a 50-50 split, okay, I will refund half of everybody who has been scammed of any money, a singular dollar with proof. We'll go through all of them and we'll refund them. If she wants to go 50-50. How about that?
The number, by the way, right now sits at about, I think, a little over 300,000. I think CoffeeZilla is probably going to have a video that comes out soon that he's trying to tabulate the exact number. But it's a little over 300,000 from, you know, what seems to be close to 100 different people who have lost money at some point. Even, and I don't know if this is real. At some point, it went beyond money.
Home. There were 6 Mia Malkova fleshlights modeled after her butthole.
What?
And he used all of them
That's his girlfriend.
and took all of them with him without asking. Every single one of them. You guys are talking about a couple bucks. This motherfucker took all of the Mia Malkova anal fleshlights like they were his fucking birthright. Motherfucker was using them like they were disposable. He used every single one. He took all of them with him. The dude's a fucking animal, dude. I've been holding this in for so fucking long, man.
What?
I've been holding this in for so goddamn fucking long. It feels so good to get this shit off my chest.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, that's about the entire
What?
story. What should come of it? Well, 2 things. 1, he should probably be banned by Twitch for scamming his viewers. 2, Twitch should get rid of fucking gambling. All right, get rid of sponsored gambling. I think it's such an easy solution. Get rid of sponsored gambling. Anytime you ever catch someone doing sponsored gambling and skirting around it, you permaban them forever. All right, and then they lose all of their income. They lose the deal right away. I feel like that solves it because gambling is clearly here to stay in society, at least in America. And it's going to be hard to go against that, but it doesn't have to be sponsored this overtly. All right. People can't gamble this frivolously, this often. Not to blame any of the gambling streamers for specifically this issue. I feel like that's a bit too, it's like too political of a move, to say that. and use that as the reason to get rid of it. But it's certainly 100% shouldn't be a thing anymore. And that's all, boys. That's all, boys. Scammed once again. Anyway, slide in my DM. Dude, the past 2 weeks on Twitch have been crazy. The things that have come out, the drama, the scandals, the new information is insane. It's probably the most drama-filled month in the history of Twitch. It's imploding in front of our eyes. And welcome back to Mogul Mail. We got to cover everything today. But let's go back to the start. All right? If you missed anything, I will cover it all. It all started about 22 days ago when Cutie announced Shit Camp. That is her big event. It involves a bunch of creators all coming together to foster friendships and then also create content that is bigger than the sum of its parts. However, there was some initial feedback that was kind of negative about the event, especially on the livestream fail subreddit that said this event is an easy skip because Soda Poppin' is not going to be there. And that wouldn't really matter normally. However, one of the big people that were meant to go, XQC, biggest streamer on the platform, decided to not go the day of. How did he let the people know who were running the event that he was not going? He typed it in his offline chat, which he now admits was wrong to do, but here it is. This is it. He said, I'm not going. Soda's not going. I don't feel like it. I need Soda to run good stuff for me to feel comfortable, all that, yada, yada, yada. Which kind of left the event with somewhat of a bad taste in the people who were there, and also maybe some of the viewers. It helped perpetuate the narrative that they were already sharing. Now, X has apologized for this. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're just talking about what happened. All right? At the event goes great. E-Rob gets banned. Feels bad, man. After the event, Soda Poppin' does a podcast with his brother, D-Kane, and in it says this. Let's listen in.
And also, Wrath is coming out. So I told him way before, hey, I'm not going. I'm sorry. I want to say like months before.
Okay. All right. So let's just repeat what he said there. Wrath is coming out, World of War thing. Great. World of Warcraft. Sorry, I'm a little bit boomery. and he's not going. And he says, I told them I'm not going to go. Well, here's the thing. That clip of Soda Poppin' was shown to XQC, and then XQC watched it, felt like his back was against the wall, and gave his real reason for not going right here.
Like, I had to make a choice. I was cornered into choosing between family and Sammy, and unfortunately what happened is that I kind of just chose family.
This is heavy stuff, all right? If you don't understand, XQC is talking about the real reason for him not going being he had some personal issues with his relationship and his family. Sammy was his ex-girlfriend, and he had to choose in some situation that they were in between his family and between his girlfriend. That was a situation that he was in, and that was the reason he did not go. Not the Soda Poppin' is not there. But because that clip that said, I told them I was not going was shown to XQC, and he interpreted it as, I told him I'm not going, he shared this information, which led to a crazy saga where they had a very, very, very public breakup because Sammy saw that, a.k.a. Adept, then talked about what she felt about the situation. Then XQC reacted to what she was talking about in her reaction to him. And then they ended up talking together online, which led to this moment, which is crazy that this was broadcast.
You know how I am. Okay, I don't cut it halfway. I have to go all the way. I don't have things above my head all fucking day.
I can't do this with you anymore. You are not a victim here. You have never been a victim here.
Okay.
I'm done speaking with you.
I'm
You
done
are
as well.
not a victim.
It's
Stop
okay.
victimizing yourself.
This is the Kendrick Lamar We Cry Together moment of Twitch. It's the biggest streamer in the world that had 120,000 viewers. Crazy. And this is where the story
Jesus
would
fucking
normally
Christ.
end. However, in the midst of all of this is when Sliker came out as a scammer. That's when this
Yeah, I
whole
watched
thing,
this.
he was sending the videos because you will probably see a stupid mobile game sponsor on Mogul Mail in the next month or so. And that's doing that. I don't mind Shand, but
All right. Yeah, I got him
and that's
partnered.
what someone like mizkif did. Like if Twitch should ban gambling. Even Pokimane did the same thing. Got a bunch of likes for it. I would say a little maybe less genuine when it came from mizkif because I don't think he was as concerned with the victims as maybe riding the momentum to say screw gambling. Because, he's done gambling sponsorships in the past. And from that came a really weird thread because mizkif was really riding this we gotta ban gambling thing. Even Asmon Gold said, how is Sliker not banned? All right, we should definitely ban him for scamming people. And then Train said, you know, this whole thing about how it was actually horse racing and tennis bets, and it wasn't actually slots gambling. You shouldn't try to target people like me. Mizkif replied to that saying, if you're going to deplatform people for scamming others, shouldn't we have banned you for Joltcoin a few years back? I don't really know the reference. I guess Train at some point took a crypto called Joltcoin to make money. And then Train replied with an absolute bomb. All right, they were trading jabs, and he went for the Hail Mary uppercut. Said, "Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up all those sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit? You want to come at me and make shit up, then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy." Wow. All right, what are they referring to here? Let me break it down for you.
Oh my God, the cat.
There's a good friend of Mizkif, a guy that Mizkif lives with, called Crazy Slick. He's a streamer in his own right. And Crazy Slick had was accused of sexual assault by a streamer named Adrianah about a year ago. And it kind of died out very quickly. The general story went that they were at a party together. She was feeling very sick, very drunk, went to a bed to be by herself. Crazy Slick went in, and then when she was like passed out, not really fully there with, you know, full consciousnness, touched her inappropriately. Right? That's what Adrianah said. And then Slick was like, "No, I was just checking her pulse," which is weird to do. You don't. What are you? Like Dr. House? That you don't have to do. That's a weird thing to do. Shouldn't touch someone who doesn't want to be touched, and especially who can't consent to being touched. Right? Straightforward. But the original twit longer about that, which came out, I guess, over a year ago now from Adrianah, got shoved down, you know, and kind of got stopped talking about very quickly. Why? Well, I guess we found out from this Train tweet, and this was uncovered by Adrianah herself on her stream and many other people's streams. Well, Mizkif sent Maya and Mitch Jones to cover it up, a.k.a. I guess they went to Adrianah and asked her to speak more nicely about Crazy Slick than she might have wanted to. Speak less honestly about the incident so that it wouldn't hurt Crazy Slick as much. And that was a way of kind of shoving it down, which is a terrible thing to do, because after that, Crazy Slick did not stop doing bad things. I mean, look at these DMs that he shared with another streamer, Fan. "I'm showing you my dick. I don't care. I'm horny. Are you going to consent before I get canceled? Nope, no consent. Dicks are ugly. Suck my dick, pussy. If we ever meet, you're done. On site, you're getting bent over.
Okay, dude.
Getting pulled so hard, you're chokeslam. While I right a fan. Did that mean I'd send you nudes? Most girls do. Actually, yeah. Sorry, I misread. I thought you inappropriate without consent, just unasked for, unwanted, and clearly is somebody who is not a great person in the space. It does not make a lot of the women who are around, at least the Austin area, feel safe. You know, you did the exact opposite. And the focus of this normally would be on Crazy Slick, who clearly is someone who should not be in this sphere, right? And quick little side thing over here. Crazy Slick, also irrelevant to this, someone who deals with depression, was suicidal, was missing all yesterday, which was another concern, was found. If anybody heard about that, that's all clear. He is found. I think he is going to be safe now. I sent him this message as well because I don't want people to die, but I don't think he should be in this space. I think it's so simple. The same problem happens in the Smash community. You make people feel unsafe in a community, you just leave the community. The world is very, very big. Twitch, live streaming sphere, very, very small. All right, very irrelevant to the whole world order. And you, all right, are lucky enough that you're not going to jail. What you should do now is apologize to those you hurt. That's exactly what I sent him. Leave the small part of the internet where the hurt was caused so that they can feel safe here. You don't have to feel safe here because you shouldn't feel safe here because you make people feel unsafe here. And then take this as an opportunity to be a new person, a better person. All right, not the person that you were. A second lease on life in a way. All right, and be a positive member to society. That's what I sent to him, and he should no longer be in the streaming sphere, plain and simple. The attention of this was barely on Crazy Slick, barely on Adrianah's story. All right, why? Because it was really on Mizkif. There was a huge Reddit thread about this and a bunch of tweets about this clip that surfaced from
I don't
Miz.
think there's a single person that we used to hang out with that doesn't hang out with Slick anymore because of what happened. I actually think there's literally none. Because the reality is, worst comes to worst of it, it's fucking like sexual harassment, right?
Okay.
I mean, like, no one, of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. I don't think people really gave a shit.
This is Miz speaking way too candidly and way too stupidly about sexual assault, saying it's low scale, like there's a tier list that we have to drop every year on what sexual assault we need to rank S tier, what sexual assault we need to rank F tier. And really, I mean, showed that, you know, he was not only protecting someone who sexually assaulted someone, but also very callous about the entire situation. And then a little insult to injury, a little dirt in the wound. Right around the same time this is all unfolding, Ice Poseidon, who, by the way, renowned piece of shit and should not be revered in any way for exposing someone because he has never been a great member of any community.
True.
Released a bunch of DMs between him and mizkif where he's just saying every slur under the sun. I mean, he goes through them all, and this is all ranging in 2019 and 2018, so past 3 or 4 years after he was already a sizable streamer. Like, terrible stuff. And to be clear, mizkif has talked about on stream before that he used to say slurs. He admitted to it. He said, I used to say slurs. I was very edgy, and I've changed. Whether he changed because he had to, because it's the times, and that's the only way to become a successful creator, or because he wanted to morally. Either way, good to change. But it is much different to say you used to say slurs and then look at the way that you said slurs, right? That's a lot. It's a lot realer. It's a lot harder to stare at.
Or real.
It's a lot harder to accept. And especially because the people that he told were his viewers, this is much different. The people who are seeing all these DMs now are no longer his viewers. I don't even really think I can show these, but it is N-word, it is F-slur, and it is derogatory term for other minority groups. It's everything. It's the whole Mary Poppins bag, and he reached in deep for it. Which look, it is funny because 2 days ago he dropped this, which is a quick says you, and that's kind of where it was ending, right? And there was different spats that were going on between streamers during all of this, relating to all of this. Until today, where Twitch dropped an absolute bomb. All right? Maybe
another bomb.
The greatest PR move they have made in the past 2 years. Maybe the greatest policy move they've made in the past 5 years. Twitch has now banned gambling. All right? In response to the slicker drama and the huge outcry that happened on Twitter and Reddit and everywhere else, Twitch let out this statement which said gambling content on Twitch has been a big topic of discussion in the community. We've reviewed our policy. Today we want to update you on our plans. We're going to be making a policy update on October 18th to prohibit streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed either in the U.S. or other jurisdictions that provide sufficient consumer protection. The sites like Stake, Rollbit, Duelbits, Roobet are all going to be banned. And these are the main sites that we're using. These are the sites that trainwrecks uses, trainwrecks TV uses, the site that XQC uses, the site that Drake used when he streamed on Twitch for a couple of hours. And it's a big change. It's a huge change. And I gotta admit it, a huge win for Twitch at the tail end of a crazy tumultuous 2 weeks. And what was the CEO?
It's not the end, though.
While Twitch was going for their slam dunk. So weird that Twitter doesn't save your drafts and there's no drafts at all on the website that I can find. Does anyone know why? Why don't you talk about things that matter, Emmett? I don't understand. Anyway, that's it. That is about everything that happened. What should come from this? Well, people should stop gambling, which means we should have that become a much smaller category on Twitch. In the past, it's been a top 5 category, top 10 category occasionally. It should quickly drop. That's a great thing. We should have Crazy Slick leave the streaming community. He should do that. You can do anything. It's all right. If you move to Wyoming and work at a Best Buy, you can be a totally new person. All right, go join the JET program and become a better person. But don't be in the streaming sphere because it made people feel unsafe, and the people who felt unsafe should feel safe. Like Adrianah should feel safe now, right? That's what should happen. And mizkif has a lot to own up for. Now, here's the thing. Miz is Miz in the sense that he will never be canceled unless he's deplatformed, because you are never truly canceled as long as you keep creating content. And why would he ever stop creating content? Because Miz truly lives for streaming. So I don't expect for him to disappear.
But the cancel culture, dude.
Let it die down a bit, come back in 2 weeks, and there will still be a group of people who follow him. And he has to deal with this, which will last for the rest of his life. A lot of people, maybe even more people that follow him and more people that watch him, will always think of him as someone who either protected a sexual assaulter or is someone who is racist or homophobic. Or maybe, they'll think of him as is. And that's the reality that he'll have to live with, which I think...
I mean, he was already a big streamer when he was saying all those
he even
things.
dropped a statement himself, which I'll take a look at here. It said, "We found Crazy Slick. He's not harmed," which is what I talked about earlier. In terms of living situation, Crazy Slick has to leave, which is good. A little after Slick's misconduct came to light, I made some inexcusable statements, which is the one we showed today. To Adrianah, I'm sorry for those statements, which is a due apology, but should go to Adrianah directly. Additionally, a series of private messages, the ones from Ice Poseidon, have been shown. I was dumb, edgy guy who said a lot of stupid things to my friends to come off as cool, funny. I can't change what I've said, but I can't change who I am now. I'm sorry to everyone how it's affected. I want to apologize to OTK, and he apologized. So I think we'll see him lay low, come back in 2 weeks, and then try to stream as if nothing happened, because that's usually how it goes. Canceling doesn't exist unless you get deplatformed, and the only person who should be getting deplatformed 100% is Sliker for scamming people out of $384,000. Twitch, that's the last thing you got to do, and then you're all set. Anyway, that's all. Probably the longest mogul mail yet. Did it in one take. Feeling great about it. By the way, in good news, what happened on YouTube's side while Twitch was imploding, they have now monetized YouTube Shorts.
Wowee. I've been uploading those.
They also made it easier to join the partnership program, and they created a creator music library where you can license music on your videos.
Wow.
Which is something that's always existed through third-party websites, think like Audio Jungle. But now you can do it directly through YouTube, which I think makes it more accessible to people who might not have known that's that entire ecosystem existed. So pretty much all good things. Arguably, the 45% split for YouTube is a little bit greedy, but it's already better than TikTok, so it's hard to complain, unfortunately. That's all, boys. Thanks for watching. Huge one. Hopefully it goes back to normal stuff, and we can just talk about platform changes. Have a good one. Subscribe. Goodbye.
Yay. Okay, go watch this one.
How's it going, boys? Welcome back to Mobile
fucking
Mail.
loud.
You might notice I'm in a hotel right now because I'm on vacation, a little conference that I have to go to, and I brought a vlog camera, just to vlog. But instead, I woke up to an absolute shitstorm from, Twitch headquarters. Now, yesterday, they had the greatest PR win in their entire history when they banned gambling. They had like 250,000 likes on Twitter. They were trending. Everybody was loving them. And then today, the day after their greatest PR win, they decided to take an absolute shit in front of everybody with a message from their president, Dan Clancy. Why not a message from Emmett Shear? Because I am also a believer of Moist Critical's theory that he doesn't know he's working at Twitch. It's a huge conspiracy. He's an AI robot that they've hired to just nod his head at board meetings, but he doesn't actually work there. He's not a real human. Anyway, this is the message.
True.
It's part of the Washington Post leak that came out like a few months ago, now confirmed true. They're cutting all creators' pay. Now, it's not technically all creators' pays. The way it works right now on Twitch is that if you get a subscription and you're a normal affiliate, you just start streaming, you get 50% of that money. But for almost every major streamer that you want to name right now that you can think of, they get a higher percent split. 70% of the revenue, 30% goes to Twitch. It's the same revenue split, by the way, that YouTube has for memberships. So it's not that weird to have a 70-30 split. Now, it's not all creators. There's some really big creators like my friend Adrianah and Stans, for example, who don't have this because they kind of stopped giving it out. And there's a sneaking suspicion the reason they stopped giving it out is because they were going to get rid of it entirely which is what Twitch just did. They just announced that they're removing the 70-30 split. Now, let's not be mistaken. Most creators are on the 50-50 split. However, pretty much all
That's
the
me for
viewership,
real.
right? All the creators that have about 90% of the viewership are on the 70-30 split. This is going to impact all of them. It's like a 28% pay cut going from 70% down to 50%. I don't know the math. Someone told me that once and I'm just repeating that number, which is a big deal. It's a big deal. And they're kind of trying to Trojan horse it. They're trying to softball the initial launch of this by saying we'll keep the 70-30 split for everyone who had it for the first $100,000. That way you can still pay your bills. But after that, Twitch gets the rest. Why did they do this? What was their big reason that they needed the extra money? Well, they had three. One, it is unfair that some people get 70-30 splits and some others don't get 70-30 splits.
Just give it to everybody.
Just give everyone 70-30 splits, but fair
It's that
enough.
simple.
The next problem is that they need money really, really bad. They went really in depth in the article on how it costs X amount of dollars using Amazon Web Services to pay for a 100 viewer streamer to be live, and that it doesn't make economic sense to give them a 70% split because they're basically losing money just so you guys can stream on their website. To which I say, bullshit. Absolute bullshit. They gave like the regular market rates for Amazon Web Services as if they don't have a better rate. All right, you can't call up Daddy Bezos for just a slightly better rate for the little teats that Twitch likes to suck upon.
Literally.
That's not your issue. That's not the issue with money. I mean, there's two major issues, and this is now confirming my suspicion. The first one, Twitch is a very bloated company, an incredibly bloated company that has way too much overhead for not nearly enough output. I cannot, on the top of my head, name 5 products in the past years that have come out that have really changed Twitch for the better. But they have hundreds of engineers, so there's not a lot of sense to be made there. I think they have too many higher ups. And then the second thing, and this
There's too many fucking employees.
I think going to be a problem
Work there,
3
don't do
years down the
anything.
road, Twitch Prime. I mean, Twitch Prime is just a subsidy that Amazon pays out of their pocket to Twitch and to its streamers for free, basically. And it just enhances all of the paychecks of every streamer on the platform. It's an amazing product. It's an amazing product. And it's why Twitch will stay the top dog over YouTube, because you just make more money. People can literally give you free money with their little Amazon vouchers from having Amazon Prime. I think it's going to go away. I think this is the start of the change of Twitch. There's been internal pressures for probably years now to become more profitable, or actually just become profitable at all and stop hemorrhaging money. And this is the first domino.
Those fucking Twitch Primes!
Is slashing creators' pays. But it never makes sense to me to go for your golden goose that's making your money, aka the streamers. Right? Those are the people who are literally making you money. It makes way more sense to try to, slim down your overhead and maybe come up with new business strategies that are more sustainable and, have a sales team that's able to keep everything up and running. Because here's the thing. Their whole argument was predicated on the fact that it costs a lot to run streams. Great. You don't even have as high quality streams as YouTube. Now, YouTube, to be clear, worst streaming platform right now. I gotta say that, all right? Don't tell my partner manager, Jeffrey, but it's true. It's true. Having said that, it's
Fair
worse
enough.
because of the things that are not the actual streaming service. YouTube has like a 3 times higher bitrate that it allows than Twitch. Twitch barely allows you to have a high quality 1080p stream. Not to mention that they throttle lower tier streamers. They throttle smaller streamers in high traffic hours and prevent them from being able to scale down their stream so that people with worse internet can watch them. But YouTube obviously does not do that.
True.
They have a higher bit rate. They have a way better player that you can scroll through. So just it blows my mind that is the reason they need 28% more dollars from XQCs, Hassan's, all those streamers, rather than not fucking with the golden goose that pays their big bucks. This also is a PR nightmare because it comes the day after YouTube just had like a home run announcement where they announced they're actually monetizing shorts. Now, we briefly talked about it yesterday, but it's a big deal, right? Like the way that YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels worked in the past was that there was a set creator fund that the company gave, and then the creators would have to disperse that amongst all of the people who are making videos. But the problem is all those platforms are also growing, so the amount of videos, the amount of views that the platform would receive would increase, but the pay would not, because the creator fund is what it was set at when it was originally created, like $10 million for YouTube or whatever it was for TikTok. Now, YouTube has announced that it's a percent cut. They're going to basically throw in ads in between shorts, and then you will get some of the money from those ads in a percentage format, which I think is way better, way more sustainable, and should make creators more excited about making shorts. Now, the split's a little bad. I don't love the split. It's 45% for the creator, 55% for YouTube. I think the logic was something like we also have to build a platform and deal with music licensing and
I mean, I
and
think
all
it'll
that great
change
stuff, which fine.
down
But
the
it
road.
also just
It's also
breaks the
shorts.
precedent
Like,
that they set with their normal ad rates. Like if you post a video
yeah,
like this,
I mean, they could.
55% of the revenue from the ad
They should just kept it the same as like their normal videos. I don't really
sold on it, and
see why they
YouTube
didn't
gets
do that.
45. So it just sucks to break precedent. Having said that, it's all kind of made up numbers. I kind of realize that. They just make it up. They could have said 47%, they could have said 50%, and we would just kind of have to go along with it because the platform is the big daddy and we are just the small children suckling on teats. I have a teat thing today. I don't know where that's coming from. I'll stop that for next time. Anyway, that's about it, boys. The shorts fund and the shorts breakdown going to be huge for all the shorts creators and Twitch. Come on, just at least delay the announcement. Am I crazy? The greatest PR win of all time yesterday. YouTube announced like a really good monetization thing. Just like wait a month. They're not even enacting their 70-30 to 50-50 split until June 2023. Did you really have to announce it on September 21st?
Yep.
Probably not. Anyway,
Yep.
more shitstorm on Twitch. And hopefully it all goes back to normal tomorrow.
Well,
How's it going, all? Welcome back to Mogul Mail. And before we jump into today's story, I kind of have a weird problem. Not even
doesn't
a
look
problem
like it went
because I
back
don't
to
really
normal
fix it,
yet.
But something that I've noticed recently, maybe you've noticed it too. This channel, for whatever reason, is performing better than my main channel, even though I don't edit the videos. And I think the reason why is because so many of you guys are interested in what's going on, but don't have the time to keep up with what feels like petty high school drama that happens on a day-to-day basis with Twitch streamers.
True.
And so you come to me. So anyway, thanks for that, I think. And,
Yep,
and
you're welcome.
Let's jump into today's story, a little insider baseball. We're going to talk about how Twitch is falling apart at the seams and what you can do if you're thinking about switching over to YouTube, maybe as a viewer or a streamer. It's no question to anybody what's been happening at Twitch. Just go to the trending page and you'll see, Slick, Pokey, for whatever reason, maybe because she has a soft-spoken voice, Mitch Jones, who is kind of a psycho, and many, many, many more people who seem to be in hot water every single day. Not to mention Twitch themselves, who are in hot water. They've announced pay cuts for top streamers, going from 70% down to 50%, which we've talked about before. They also announced that they're removing the host feature, which seems weird.
I don't really understand that.
I get the idea that you'd prefer to do raids where you send all the chatters from one stream to another, as opposed to hosting, which is just kind of putting a picture in picture and you still chat in the original viewer's page. But it doesn't make sense. Why would you remove features ever? I don't get it. And we made a little silly tweet from Truffle saying, for folks searching on YouTube, we got you covered, right? Because if you're gonna stream on YouTube, definitely get Truffle. And we had hits from Iron Mouse in Point Crow. So it seems like this is a serious thing that for the first time, Twitch streamers are actually considering going to YouTube. And it makes sense. I mean, YouTube has a 70-30 cut. They have a robust VOD system that destroys Twitch, who deletes your VODs after 60 days. And they also are probably going to be around in 50 years. And it's harder to say the same about Twitch. Much harder, in fact.
Also, better downscaling, higher bitrate cap.
Imploding, exploding, whatever title that I put this as. Twitch is the top dog. They have the market share. They will still have the market share in 1, 2, 3, probably 5 years from now. Why? Because they're still miles ahead of YouTube in the products that they offer and the features that they offer. And they have their trump card, Twitch Prime. All right? Until YouTube maybe does like a YouTube Premium, gives you a free subscription type deal. Twitch Prime is a phenomenal feature that they literally just give free money to all the creators. It's like a
I think YouTube. Oh, what's it called?
It's amazing.
Is it called? It's not called YouTube Prime, is it? YouTube Red. The thing that gives you no ads.
Every creator's income.
If that give you a free sub, that'd be sick.
50% in some cases. In my case, when I was a Twitch streamer. But let's talk for one moment about
YouTube Red. Okay.
YouTube's doing that I think is going to change.
I thought they changed the name of
That's
it.
their monetization of YouTube Shorts. That sounded like a fucking ad. Holy shit, I've been brainwashed. Kind of have, because I just came back from the YouTube Creator Summit. That's the picture I picked. I put my name as PewDiePie, but my partner manager yelled at me. And in that summit, it had 100 of the biggest YouTubers in the world. People like Mark Rober, Guys, Rhett and Link, and somehow my dumbass ended up in that building. And they pushed one thing the entire conference, which was YouTube Shorts, which initially sounds like, okay, man, yeah, you're just trying to get TikTok's market share, which, true. TikTok kind of owns them. All the culture is created on TikTok. All the trends are created on TikTok. Things like the Seabat song, any dance trend in the past 3 years. But they have one edge over TikTok, which is that they're now paying the creators 45% of all the money that they make on the advertisements that they sell. Which
wow,
what's It's not as good as 55%,
not very good,
which is what you get for long
it's something.
videos, but still better than the competition, which is probably why they're able to start at a lower level. And what I've noticed with Shorts is that it's a phenomenal tool at boosting viewership. Let's take a look at this short right here. It has 25.2 million views. It's from Jesser.
How many balloons does it take to make a basketball fly? Clearly not one. Let's try 5. It did nothing. Sad. Let's add 10 more balloons. 15 balloons.
By the way, I'm well aware that sometimes shorts can be like a little pandering to a younger audience, but it does work.
We're gonna need so many more balloons for this. Oh, so satisfying. We're gonna double it, try to get to 30 balloons. 29 balloons. One flew away. No!
Okay, dude.
More balloons to add. Here we go. Will it fly? 50. We needed way more balloons.
This will get to 100.
100 balloons, flight test. We're adding 27 more.
It's taking forever.
-1.
If this flies, subscribe. Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Anyway, that short, very simple concept, attaching balloons to a basketball until it floats, got 25.2 million views, which has absolutely exploded.
This guy's 500 IQ for fucking
Look at the few days
making that video.
4th is when it was posted. After it was posted, he gained 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, and then 70,000 subscribers in a single day. I asked him at the event. He said he gained 500,000 subscribers that can be directly linked to that short, which is insane numbers. Subscription numbers are inflating.
Wow.
It doesn't necessarily.
It's because when you go to YouTube Short, for example, we'll go to mine. Oh shit. Go to YouTube Short. The fucking subscribe button is right there. That's not mine. Same thing here. Nice. Stick and rock to Bezos. True. Anyways.
Increase the viewership on longer form videos. Now, if you look at these, it seems to be doing relatively similar to like a channel of my size with 3.5 million subscribers. 700,000, 1.2 mil, 700,000. It's about what I get on my main channel, but I don't have nearly as many subscribers. And when YouTube was asked about this, they said long term, it should increase long form video growth. I don't know if I buy that necessarily, but what I do think will happen is there's going to be an arms race for subscribers. People with 100,000 subscribers are going to reach 1 million instantly with shorts. People with 5 million are going to jump to 10 million with shorts. And it's going to be weird if you are a channel that doesn't have a lot of subscribers. There's value in having subscribers because it's a resume that people can see and it makes them more likely to click a video. For example, if you're looking at an educational channel and they have 10 million subscribers versus 700,000, maybe you're more likely to click on the 10 million subscriber one because they have cemented themselves as a true resource, someone that you can rely and trust that they will be educational and deliver information well. You know what I mean? So that's where I think the value comes from. That's where maybe long term you can actually get viewership from it. Does that mean you should delete clips channels if you're a streamer? I don't think so. I think these things are still fine, right? Because like this is me just throwing shit at the wall. Some get 2 million, some get 90K. All right, it doesn't make sense to have a bunch of shorts on a main channel cluttered with a bunch of videos that sometimes get less than 20,000 views. Doesn't make any sense at all. I think specifically you have to shoot for shorts.
Oh fuck! None of my videos got 20,000 views. I'm quitting.
Likely to do well than just cut downs from streams, and I think that's going to be one of the futures of YouTube, but also of live streams. Because there's one trend that I've seen go around a lot, and it's posting a short that links directly to your live stream. It seems to be a broken strat on TikTok. Creators do it to get tens of thousands of viewers, and it also seems to be working on YouTube. It's not really possible to do on Twitch because they don't really deliver short-form content. You kind of have to go to Reddit to get all that good stuff, but seems to be working, at least for now, on the other platforms, and seems to be the strat of the future. I think if people are interested, let me know. I'll make a full in-depth guide on how to stream on YouTube, because it's a lot different than streaming on Twitch. Like, for example, the way that you stream on Twitch to get success is you just stream for a really long time at the top of a category. Like, if I go to just chatting right now, it's sorted high to low, and you can see that Hassan has 71,000 viewers. People who go to just chatting are more likely to click him. So the longer he is live, the more viewers he will receive. He'll have a lot of dead viewers, people who are either at work, have him on the second monitor, fell asleep, whatever it is. So it'll only go up and up and up. That's the reason why people like Trainwreck and XQC stream 20-hour benders. It's because the next day after everyone goes to bed, wakes up, they have like a 10K buff of viewership. Doesn't work like that on YouTube because there are no categories that people go to click on, and it just happens to be a stream that maybe pops up in your recommended. You need a level of urgency for people to be watching. You need to focus on audience retention to be recommended, which is a lot different. You know, putting an hour countdown, and if I beat this game in an hour, if I don't beat this game in an hour, then I'll drink the hottest hot sauce in the world. Type deal. And then at the end of the hour, it'll be recommended to tons of people, and you have a bunch of viewers. Being live for 24 hours, honestly, kind of bad. All right, and hey, Ray, amazing creator, proving that a bit right now. I mean, she's 7 hours into her 48 hours. Jesus Christ, what a psychopath! She's impressive, but it doesn't build viewership, you know. And Ray's obviously a huge creator, has the ability to pull 20, 30, 40,000 viewers, but it just doesn't work like that on YouTube, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll go more in depth. Don't mean to be too insider baseball on here. Not sure if people are interested in that. I just know a lot of people who are on Twitch are thinking about YouTube, so I figured I'd talk about it. And if you're a viewer, then the only thing you can do to improve your YouTube live stream viewing experience is to get truffle.tv. Truffle.vip, one of those websites. Get it right now, and then it fixes the chat experience as long as the streamer also has it enabled. Have a streamer that doesn't have it enabled? Let me know. I'll add them on. Not too big of a deal. And final thing that really boosts viewership on streams, this is fucking shameless, oh my god, is event. Figured I'd announce it here at the end of this.
Okay, dude, whatever.
Announcing a big event.
Any move can be the last you make.
I think the biggest of my career. I'll just let it play.
In a war of the mind, you must adapt to change. Every mistake made, an opportunity to strike.
Check.
And when the ashes settle, only one will be crowned the victor.
Checkmate.
Victory.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Chess
right.
boxing.
I'm running a chess boxing event with a bunch of your favorite influencers and even 2 professional
What the fuck
chess
is this?
players. I think chess boxing is one of the coolest sports in the world. I even invented a new sport called Super Smash Brothers Boxing, where you play a game of Smash and then you box for a round until you either win the set of melee or you win by knockout. And I'm super pumped for that. happening December 11th. I'll sell tickets for it soon, which I'll definitely let you guys know about. But events still the main way to grow as a streamer, no matter what.
What the fuck?
Figured I'd just shout this out while I can. And then that's all I have, boys. Hopefully this has been somewhat helpful, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. See you later. See you later. Have a good one. Subscribe maybe if you want. See you later.
All right. I think that's all of it.